Hi students, now let us discuss about the outline classification of the phylum Protozoa. So how the phylum Protozoa is classified? So here, the Protozoa, the phylum is large and varied group, and this is the large group, and it is the assemblage of microscopic single-celled organisms. This is the group of microscopic single-celled organisms. And there are three most recent schemes. So regarding the classification, there is a lot of opinion, differences in the opinions, differences in the classification. So confusion, as the classification is different from different persons. So that's why, so there is a confusion in classification. And here there are three most recent schemes of classification from different places. From Russian in 1963, that is one classification. American classification in 1964. Polish, that is in 1964. Like that, so there are three schemes of classification regarding the protozoan classification. But the most convenient classification adapted of Hyman LH. So the most conventional classification is the Hyman LH, that is considered as the most convenient classification. What are the advantages of this classification? So this classification of Hyman LH simpler and directly comparable. This classification is simple and directly comparable with the specimens or organisms, and stood the test of time. And we can test this classification with the life forms at any time. So we can test the classification with the life forms. And this phylum Protozoa, so mainly divided into two subphyla. Subphylum A, Plasmodroma. Subphylum B, Celiophora. So this is how the phylum Protozoa classified mainly into two subphylum. Two subphylum. A, Plasmodroma. B, Celiophora. Now let us take subphylum Plasmodroma. So subphylum Plasmodroma, which includes again a single class. This includes several classes. This first class is Sarcodina. The first class is Sarcodina. So Sarcodis means fleshy in nature. So what are the important features of life forms or protozoans belonging to this class 1? The first feature is body is naked. Body is naked without any covering, but internally and externally covered by test. So body is naked with internal or external test. A test is a thin sac-like structure which covers the body. Otherwise, no other prominent covering of the body. And second one is amoeboid life cycle. The life cycle of protozoans is amoeboid. That is most important. Amoeboid during life cycle. So third feature is no spore formation here. So spore formation is not at all occur here. Fourth one is pseudopodia for locomotion, and as well as food capture. So for locomotion, so here the protozoans consisting of pseudopodia. Pseudopodia also called as false food. So presence of pseudopodia for locomotion and as well as food capture. So next, the protozoans belonging to this class are free living, not a parasitic or any other organisms. So these are they live freely. So free living. Okay. So next, this subphylum Plasmodroma includes class 1 Sarcodina. This class 1 Sarcodina, which includes subclass A, Rhizopoda. So means root. Poda means foot. So here the locomotory structure is somewhat in the form of root, round structure. Subclass A, Rhizopoda. So this includes several orders. Subclass A, Rhizopoda includes several orders. Order 1, Amebina, that includes example amoeba, entamoeba, etc. Order 2, Testacea, example Arcilla. Order 3, Foraminifera, that includes examples Elphidium. Next, order 4, Mycetozoa. This includes slime molds. Okay, these are the orders of subclass A. So order 1, Amebina. Second, Testacea. 3, Foraminifera. 4, Mycetozoa. That includes slime molds. Okay. Now, subclass B, Actinopoda. Subclass B, Actinopoda, that includes two orders, which are order 1, Heliozoa, that includes the examples Actinophrys. Order 2, Radiolaria, that includes Thalassopoda. So these are the two orders of subclass B, Actinopoda. Now come to the class 2. So this is the class 1, Sarcodina. Now we have class 2, Mastigophora. So mastigos means whip. So also called flagellator. So flagellum means whip. Fora means bearing. So whip-like structure bearing animalcules. So Mastigophora. So some of the important features of this class 2, Mastigophora, are, so body is covered by a thin pellicle. So body of these organisms covered by thin pellicle, and presence of one to many flagella. For locomotion. So here locomotory structures are flagella and their number is one to many. So next, autotrophic. Autotrophic means they are able to synthesize their own food material called autotrophic. Even heterotrophic, they also depend upon other life forms for food. Even mixotrophic, combination of autotrophic, heterotrophic. They are able to synthesize their own food material. Also, they depend upon other life forms for the food. So totally autotrophic, heterotrophic, and mixotrophic. Next, coming to reproduction of these life forms. So, asexual reproduction by longitudinal fission. Asexual reproduction takes place by longitudinal fission. Fission is division of life form into two. So, that is longitudinal division. And no spore formation. Okay, and these are free living or parasitic. So both the type of habitat occur here. So free living, some of the life forms are free living, some of them parasitic, and even the conjugation also occurs here. So these are the important features of the class 2 Mastigophora. Next, this includes subclasses. Subclass A, Phytomastagina. So Mastigophora. So here, so Mastigo is also called Mastigophora. Okay. This includes several orders. So first order is Chrysomonadina. Example is Chrysomonadina. Chrysamoeba is the example. Order 1 is Chrysomonadina. Example Chrysamoeba. Second order is Cryptomonadina. Example Cryptomonas. So third order is Equinoidina. Example as usual Equina. Next, Order 4, Phytomonadina, example wallbox. Next, order 5, Dinoflagellata, example Nactiluca. So this includes as many as the 5 orders of subclass A, Phytomastagina. Now let's continue with the classification.
Action.
Now let us continue with the classification. Next, subclass B, Zoomastogyna. So Zoomastogyna, this includes as many as 6 orders. So order 1 is Rhizomastogyna. This includes the example of Mastiga amoeba. Next, order 2 is Pionoflagellata. This includes the example of Proterospongia. So next order is Protomanidina. That includes the example of Proterospongia. So next, 4th order Diplomanidina. That includes the example of Gladidia. So next, order 5 is Trichomonadina. Example Trichomonas. Next, order 6 is Hypermastogyna. Example Trichonympha. Trichonympha, this is the protozoan flagellate. This is an endoparasite. Okay, this lives in the inside the body of other life forms. So Trichonympha. So these are the 6 orders of subclass Zoomastogyna. So now let's go to the class 3, Opalinata, also known as Protociliata. So ciliated life forms. So this includes a order Opalinata. So Opalinata, this order included in this class 3. This includes primitive ciliates. Primitive ciliates, not advanced ciliates. Ciliates means life forms which consist of cilia, like structures, cilia structures. And this order includes the primitive ciliates. So these life forms, this is discordant. This includes primitive ciliates. So hence it is discordant. So some of the important features of this order are body covered by cilia like flagella. Not exactly flagella, but here cilia like exactly flagella, but they look like cilia. So cilia like flagella. And next, cytostome absent. Cytostome means cytoplasm which opens out by structure called stome. Stoma means bone. Cytoplasm. Cytoplasm which opens out by opening, that is called as cytostome. So cytostome is absent here. So nucleus, number of nucleus 2 to many in number. So next, reproduction takes place by binary fission. Nucleus reproduction takes place mainly by binary fission. So binary fission means the life form divides into 2 equal forms, equal forms, and also by gametes, and no conjugation takes place here. And next, these are endoparasites in phyllotherms. These are endoparasites in phyllotherms. So phyllotherms means they are cold-blooded animals. So these life forms are endoparasites in phyllotherms. Example, Opalina. So now you take class 4, Sporozoa. So class 4, Sporozoa. Sporo means seed. Zoa means animals. Means animals are life forms which are having the seed-like structures for locomotion. So called sporozoans. So some of the important features of this class 4 are, so body is covered by thick pellicle. So body covering is thick pellicle. And no locomotor organs. So locomotor structures are completely absent here. So nutrition saprozoid. That's important in this like in these life forms, saprozoid. So these life forms mainly feed on organic matter. Saprozoid mode of nutrition. Next, asexual reproduction takes place by multiple fission. Here the life forms divided into many parts. So multiple fission. Fission means division. And sexual reproduction by formation of spores. Sexual reproduction takes place by formation of spores. Next, life cycle is more complex, and these are internal parasites. These life forms are internal parasites, and this includes subclass A, Telosporidina. This includes subclass A, Telosporidina. This includes several orders, particularly three orders. Order 1 is Gregarinida. That includes the example Monocystis. So Monocystis is a type of protozoa. So Gregarinida, example Monocystis. Second order is Coccidia. So third order is Hemosporidia, example Plasmodium. This is parasitic protozoa. So next subclass B. So Pyroplasmia. This includes order Pyroplasmida, example Babesia. Just coming to subclass C, Nidosporidia. This includes as many as 4 orders. First order is Myxosporidia. This includes the example Myxobolus. Myxobolus is the example. The second order is Actinomyxidea. So this includes the example Triactinomyxon. So third order is Helicosporidia. This includes examples Helicosporidium. Next order 4 is Microsporidia, example Nosema. So next subclass D is Actinosporidia. This includes 2 orders. Order 1 Sarcosporidia, example is Sarcocystis. Order 2 Captosporidia, example Captosporidium. So these are the 2 orders of subclass D, Actinosporidia. So next, second subphylum of this phylum Protozoa is subphylum B, Celiophora. Celio means eyelid with lashes. Phora means bearing. Cilia, eyelid with lashes. Okay, this includes the class 5th Ciliata. So here the main features of this class are they are more complex, and the body is covered with thick pedicle, and nucleus are of 2 kinds. So dimorphic, 2 kinds of nucleus present in this life forms, and holozoic. Holozoic means these life forms mainly include of both plant-based animals as well as animal-based food. And asexual reproduction by as usual binary fission, sexual reproduction by conjugation. So these are some of the important features of the class Ciliata. And this includes as much as about 25,000 species. Okay, and this includes subclass A Holotricha. Subclass A Holotricha, this includes as many as 4 orders. One is Gymnostomatida, example Polyps. Second, Trichostomatida, example Balectridium. Order 3 is Conotrichida, example Spirochona. Order 4 is Hymenostomida, example Paramecium. So Paramecium belongs to this order of subclass A Holotricha of class 5th of subphylum B, Celiophora. So next subclass B, so Peritricha. So that includes Verticilla, and subclass C Septoria, order Septoritida. Next order is D Spirotricha, and this includes 3 orders. Order 1 Heterotricha, Stentor. Order 2 Oligoseptoria. Next Hepatoseptoria. So these are the orders of subphylum B. Ciliophora. So this is all the outline classification of phylum Protozoa.